What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. In this haircut tutorial today, we're going to be doing a low ball fade. Jumping right into it with my silver FX. I'm going to be setting my ball line in low around the entire head, and then I'm going to come back and clean up the existing hairs at the bottom. With the lever all the way open on my JRLs, I'm going to set in my first guideline, going up about a ½ an inch around the head. Now I'm going to close that lever and go ahead and start knocking out the ball line. Now I'm going to open the lever up halfway to continue knocking that line out. And opening the lever up halfway will definitely knock that line out, because I started with the lever all the way open to create the first guideline. Now throwing on the number 2 guard, I'm going to go ahead and start knocking down some of the sides and the back. And then I'm going to come back and finish knocking out the ball line. Now coming back to the ball line, closing my lever, and gonna repeat the same steps as I did on the right side. And as I go up on the fade, I'm going to open the lever up halfway to blend right into that open JRLs that I started the first guideline with. Swiping over to his right, I'm just going to be repeating the same steps, keeping it consistent. Alright, smooth sailing into this next step. With the number 1 guard, lever all the way open, I'm going to create my second guideline. Okay, now coming in with the half guard, with the lever open halfway, I'm going to go ahead and start knocking out the first guideline that I created. Yo, this is off topic, but if anybody knows someone that make dope beats, holla at your boy, man. I'm trying to add some fire to my channel with these beats, man. And yeah, opening the lever, closing the lever all the way up, and I'm gonna finish knocking out that ball line, and then I will open the lever back up as I go a little bit up on the fade to continue that process of knocking that line out. Now switching over to the left, his right side, which is going to reset, starting out with the lever halfway open, and then we're going to repeat the same step that I did on his left side on the right side. Simple. Jumping around to the back, I'm repeating the same steps. Lever is halfway open, and I'm going to start softening up the line with the lever halfway open, and then I will close the lever to knock the ball line completely out. Yeah, respect the process, you know what I mean? Words to Joel Embiid, man. But just staying consistent. Opening the lever all the way, I'm going to attack this area right around the occipital bone, just to lighten this area up and making sure this area fades in with the rest of the hairs. Make a smooth transition. Close my lever back halfway, and at this point I'm just detailing, and I want to get this fade as smooth as possible, so I'm going in between half and open, you know, just using my discretion in order to get this fade the way I wanted to get it. Now jumping back in with the one guard, and I'm same thing, just detailing. I believe I got the guard all the way open, and I'm gonna be also showing my levels of lever play going in between half and open, just detailing. So just know, for me learning fading, I used to be scared to put a line in because I didn't know how to take it out. So over the years of me learning how to fade, what you put a line in with is what you take a line out. So if a line is not coming out, you always go lower. Whether you put it in with a 0 or you put the line in with an open Andes, always go back to what you used to put the line in to take the line out. So that's what I learned over the years of fading. So right now in this section of hair, just repeating the same steps that I did on his right. Now I'm closing the lever up, just flicking at this area right here, and all this is just detailing, coming back and cleaning up errors in the fade. Closing the lever right now to knock that line completely out. Now just repeating the same steps in the back. Me learning fading, everybody's texture is different, so his texture took me a little bit longer to fade than it would normal texture. But like I say, some texture you will have to really work, you know what I mean, and some texture you don't have to do that much work. But yeah. So switching out guards right now. Now I got a number 1 guard on there, and I believe the lever is all the way open. And this area, well, not in the back, but as you can see on the side where it has this line right there, I was really struggling with this part of his head because the other side is not like that. So I really had to work to get this blend nice on the side. So guys, just remember, in cutting hair, make sure it's quality over quantity. You know what I mean? Because you can bust haircut out in like 10, 15, 20 minutes. But if you're going to do that, just make sure your cut is flawless. You know what I mean? So I know with me, I like to take my time and get it right the first time. You know what I mean? Get it right the first time, especially if they're a new client. You know what I mean? Get it right the first time. And then that way when they come back in, you and your client already know what they're looking for. So, yeah. All right, now coming back to the back area. This area took me a while to fade too. Like I'm just working it, man. Showing my level play, going in between, close, open, and half. You know, using what's necessary in order to knock that line out. So it's a lot of times where I will have to go lower in order to get this area the way I want it. So okay, jumping over to the shape up. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and shape it up. And I will come back to this area. I know you can see that line in his head right there. So I will come back to that area once I knock the hair down and continue to knock that line out right there, because I was struggling with that. So I had left that part to shape it up, and then I'm gonna come back to it. All right, so coming back with the 1 1/2 guard to finish blending this area. This area, oh my god, this area was killing me. But if you're a barber, you know you're a problem solver when it comes to hair. So I was able to fade this, get this area faded the way I wanted to. So, and I had to manipulate the hairs up in here, man. I had to, and it's weird because like I said, the other side wasn't as hard, but I got it together. Eventually, it took me some time. So right into the hairline, I always like to start in the middle and trace that line over to the right and trace it back over to the left. So I refuse to push a line back. Only if the client wants the line pushed back, then I would. But for the most part, I try to keep the line as natural as possible. Edging the sides, I try to line the sides up with the eyebrow, the edge of the eyebrow. And like I say, everybody's hairline is different, so visualize the lining before you hit it and use discretion. And always ask questions too. For me, I always ask a question because he's receiving in the corner. So I always ask if you want to leave your lining natural or if you want to push it back a little bit to make it sharper. So, and that's all in the consultation when you get a client in your chair. So next, coming back with some topics, fiber, just to enhance his line. Now to hold the fibers in place, I'm going to spray some Elegance holding spray. Now I'm going to blow dry it all in so that it stick. Now you already know I got to come back and tap the liner one more time. I was almost about to chalk him out, but I was like, nah, he good. Sometimes you could do too much with the cut and you'd be like, yeah, I probably should have left it where it was. Alright guys, this is the cut. It was a long process, man. It was some struggles, but I was able to overcome it and get the fade the way I wanted to. Let me know what you think. Let me know if this video was helpful for you, and also let me know what you think of the cuts in the comments below. You can follow me at TC the Barber on IG and Tony T Clark on Facebook. Appreciate you guys for watching, and peace.